So I know where I'm gonna be.
Does anybody need some soda?
I think we got a problem, got a problem.
Let's go. Get up. It's that club, baby. You hear that? You can't sit down to that. Okay.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Shigluch, LOXD Block, Silverback. Hey, yo, right now I need to shout out the ISUPK classes.
I want to give a huge, big, humongous shout out to all the UPK schools.
You can't sit down to that.
Shout out to Black Watch, hosted by General Johanna. Word, I need y'all to check out Cross the Line Radio as well, man. They've been open all week from 7 to 9. They ain't shut down because of the corona, the COVID and all that. They rockin' strong, you know what I mean?
Think we got a problem, but really it ain't though. It's one of me and these bitches, I count about 3, 4. Think we got a problem, but homie just all talk. He ain't gon' pop a balloon with a pitchfork. Think we got a problem in the club with this dog. Rude boys, dogs, ladies, everybody.
ISUPK Delaware, man. We out here at this Peace on the Streets event, and you know we out here with the heavy hitters. I got Captain Ariyah, I got Mataza Pa back there, got Officer Thashayim, got Tazayad, you know what I'm saying, Officer Tazayad, got the trooper back there, man. What's going on, Survivor Car? And we out here, man, just kind of, you know, just getting the overall feel of the place, and you know, pass out flyers and just really let everybody know about our classes that we have. Our classes are Tuesday through Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. At 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801. And we also have a Sabbath service on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Then we got a street camp after that. A lot of times we be down in Dover, and we also be in Wilmington. You know what I mean? So look, all you gotta do is contact the 302-467-8837, and we can get you right. You know what I'm saying? So all it takes is for you to take that first step to get your life together. You know what I'm saying? So just come on down, and we'll take care of the rest. All right? Peace. For you to take that first step to get your life together. You know what I'm saying? So just come on down, and we'll take care of the rest. All right? Peace. For you to take that first step to get your life together. You know what I'm saying? So just come on down, and we'll take care of the rest. All right? Peace. For you to take that first step. I'm talking about through your phone. You know what I'm saying? So just come on down, and we'll take care of the rest. All right? Peace. I'm talking about the just starting things in the building. What's going on? Just starting things. How did that start? All right, we got just started things. Touchdown. What's going on, Touchdown? We got Chicago Wars. No, ain't no headphones on. Hold on. No, ain't no headphones on.
Feedback.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
You take your mic off. There ain't no light now. You know.
Hold on. All right, there we go. I don't know what the hell Thusha M did. I mean, I don't know what Isaiah Ward and Thusha M did, man. But they, I don't know, man. Those brothers did something to the mic. So if y'all got any discrepancies, man, y'all talk to them. All right, Sayana, what's going on, Sayana? Let me hook this back up. All right, so that should be the mic. Okay. All right, we got that brother. Okay, brother in class. Okay. All right, no sweat. We got brother in class. All right. So before we get started, anybody got any questions? No? Yeah? Maybe so. All right. Now Valentine's Day is over. You know, now Valentine's Day is over. And what have you got? You know, you're down what, $20, $30 for a stinking teddy bear? You're down the money that you had to pay for a bouquet of roses. You down all the money that you had to pay for the candy, the nasty chocolates, candy with the cherries inside. Go ahead and talk about. I'm about to say it's so much of a waste of time that you have to leave the balloon up until it just, you know how it start losing air, and then it come down to like the middle of the roof. Right. Then it come all the way down, and you just pop it, trying to fold it. Right. Yeah, so you got the mic. All right. So, you know, look at all the look at all this, man. And you know the funny thing about it, right? This is the funny thing. The funny thing about it is that everybody who say that we read out the Bible and we follow the white man's book and all that, you know how I know y'all heard it before, right? Well, how come what I'm reading is separating me from him, but you're not reading it and you're completely, you know, assimilated to his culture? You understand? Like everybody who said that we read out of a white man's book, that's what they say. Then why am I not celebrating why am I not celebrating Halloween, but you are? Why am I not celebrating Valentine's Day, but you are? I don't celebrate Christmas, you do. See what I'm saying? So really it's kind of like, you know, you're trying to maybe interject into what I do, what you really doing. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures really will separate you and teach you to be separated. But it won't. But obviously, the people that claim that we follow after, you know, the oppressor, really, they're the ones that's following after the oppressor themselves. So it's like I thought about that this morning. I'm like, wow, because I go up and down my Facebook posts, and everybody's celebrating Valentine's Day, and then what really makes me like kind of like see, like, you know, really just like kind of like think about it is like, you know, how long are we gonna be children? You know what I'm saying? Like how long? Like think about like those things that we were taught when we were kids. Like remember when we were kids, we used to bring, you know, Valentine's Day cards to class. You know, you bring them to class. Your mom will go out and buy you a box of Valentine's Day cards, and you would go and take them and bring them to your classmates. You know, and you would give them to everybody, and then they'll give you, you know, they had the sweet tarts. You know, they would get that stuff out. But I can remember doing that, man. I was like 5, you know, 6, 7 years old. And now, you know, you grow up and you know, actually really you see it, you know, on Facebook, because on Facebook, we really pretty much grow together. You know, like your Facebook friends, you know, you might be like, you'll see a post like this post is from 10 years ago, or y'all been friends for 10 years. So literally we're actually really growing with each other on social media right before our very eyes. And you see how you got 40 and 50-year-old women still doing the same thing that you was doing as a kid. Right. And the crazy thing about it, remember yesterday you said something, you said you was talking to your mom and she said, wow, you changed. And you said, you still the same. How you say it?
Yeah, basically it. It was like, well, you still the same.
Yeah, you still the same. And I realize that a lot of people are just still the same. Right. The thing is like, if you come into the truth, you're not supposed to be the same. Right. You got to like really like change. You can't like try to come in and be the same. Because you know what's going to happen when you try to do that? Like, you know how, like, whether you're a brother or a sister, you come in here and you still try to hold on to, like, your attitude that you had from the world. Or you still try to hold on to, you know, the way you approach situations. You know, that is not going to last long. I'm telling you what's going to happen. Like, literally what's going to happen is it's just going to come a time where you're just going to say, the hell with this, and I'm done. And then we're never going to see you again. You're going to get all the last little bit of things that you want to get from the world, I guess, whatever's out there. You're going to get it, you know, if the Lord don't kill you right away. But that's what's really going to happen. You're really just going to fade away. Like, because like if you're going to be here for the long haul, you have to really change yourself as a person internally. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not enough to just say, well, I'm just going to be, I'm going to be in the truth, but I'm still just going to be a little bit of myself, how I used to be. You can't be that way, because what's going to happen is it's only going to be so long you can pretend. Right? Because, I mean, think about, like, Commander John Yohana, like what he said last night when he said, like, you know, this is a commitment that we make to the Lord to be separate, to be different. You know what I'm saying? And then when you try to come in and do those same things that you was doing before, it's not going to work. Right? It's just a matter of time. Right? I mean, I know it might, you know, like I say this a lot, you know, it might feel like, you know, Christ is going to come back in a couple of months. Right? But I'm pretty sure they probably felt like that when the Twin Towers came down. Right. You know what I'm saying? I know they probably felt like that, you know, through Desert Storm, and all the brothers that was in the truth then. And everybody probably felt it like that in 1999. So you can't look at world events and you're like, well, okay, I'm gonna be straight because Christ gotta be for sure about to return because this is about to happen. No, you can't. If you base it on that, then you're going to be no different than the people who tried to come in here in 1999 because they thought the world was going to end in Y2K. Right? So you gotta change your spirit. All right. Can y'all give me old wine and new bottles? What's going on, Zara Bakar? Yawa Ash, what up? Yawa Ash, all right. Gia Livingston, what's going on? Kwayashwan, what's up? Shalom. All right. This is what you got to do. So I don't know. Maybe we could try it from this way. All right. What we definitely should be doing as a people, man, is really changing ourselves. Really, because you know. We can't be the same throughout the rest of the year, 2022. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta be different. The only way that we're gonna go to that next level is if you got it, unless we change Mataza Park. Can you give him the mic, please? Only way we're gonna go to that next level is when the Lord feels that we're ready to go to that next level, because you know, we got ourselves together enough to be able to go to that next level. Like the general was talking about yesterday, you know, like when people start coming in here, we got to be ready for that. Can't be ready for that. Slack it. You got to be ready for when people come in here. You can't be, you know, half-assing it and thinking that, you know, you just going to be able to wing it. Right. So what's going to happen? If the brothers ain't got it together, what's gonna happen when new brothers come in here? They not gonna have it together. Shalom, Lord of Christ. If the sisters in here can't get it together, beefing with each other, arguing with each other, making little wisecracks at each other, what's gonna happen when the young sisters come in here? Right. What they gonna do? They gonna pick sides, ain't they? They gonna say, well, I like this sister, I like that sister, but since they really, all these sisters don't like this sister or these sisters, then I'm gonna just hang with them. And we just gonna be together and we just gonna just do our own thing and talk about them. You know what I mean? How the hell is that supposed to last? It's not. That SHIT is gonna fall apart. That's right? Quick, fast, in a hurry. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to do is to make sure that we're on the same page to where we can say, okay, This foundation that we have here is a good foundation. It's not a hard thing to do. You can see it when you see like camps that actually flourish. Camps that flourish is a reason why they flourish. They flourish because they're moving in one mind.
Right.
Right? Like you have a goal. You have a goal in mind and you're saying, okay, this is the goal. How can't we be able to accomplish a lot of the things that we could accomplish when we got a bunch of people here to accomplish it? Niggas in motor clubs and motorcycle clubs accomplish a lot. And they in the world. So what can we do? What could the sisters do in here if they focus? If they get focused on a goal? If you look at it like, well, this is just a school that I'm just attending, then you're never really gonna get fully really in it like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like elevate your mind past that point. Right? Go ahead. You got it. Hold on, let me unmute you real quick. There you go.
Test.
Yeah, you got it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 9 and verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break.
Right. If you try to put your old self in your new self, eventually that bottle's gonna break. And eventually you're gonna break, and because you can't be lukewarm in the truth.
Right.
You can't be. You either gotta be hot or you gotta be cold. And if you're cold, the Lord is gonna spit you out of here. And you know how it's gonna happen? Through a Facebook post, through an Instagram post, through a TikTok video. It could be something as small as, a conversation you had, with another sister that gets back, and now you in a point where you in a council. And now you're in a council with everybody, and you don't think that you're in the wrong, and so you leave. You're done. Everything that you did up to that point means nothing. Right? So you can't try to be your old self in your new self.
Right.
You got to be your new self. That's the only way it's gonna work. I mean, how can I, really level with the brothers and sisters, any other like level? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Read it one more time, please. Is there any more? How does the verse up from it sound?
Sir. No man putteth a piece of new cloth. Oh, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 9, and verse 16. No man putteth a piece of new cloth onto an old garment.
Right. You would never do that. Who would do that?
Right.
You going out to the club. Right, you want that to be a new shirt,
right?
If you go, hey, you know that when you Robert Card know what I'm talking about. You want, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go to the damn club looking, half-ass. I'm trying to. You go ahead.
So, like, if I made like that, how they used to show on the old cartoons. When they show the black boy, he got the patches on his clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You going in the club.
Nah, I want new clothes, new shirt,
right?
New sneaks, new socks, new boxers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe a new hat. You know what I mean? Maybe I throw a hat on my head. But I like it all to be new, because when you got all new stuff on, it puts you in a different spirit. Sisters can know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Sisters, when they put on a new dress, new hairdo, new nails, new shoes, new pantyhose, right? It's a new feeling.
Right.
And it makes you feel good when you have that new feeling. So why would you put something old on a new feeling?
Right.
It's going to mess with the feeling, right? Go ahead. You got it, warrior.
As long as the Salakia. No man putteth a piece of new cloth onto an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up, taketh from the garment.
Right. Salaki, I didn't know you was about to read that. Salaki, because I got to get, I didn't know you was about to read that. It's going to take away from the newness of it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The brand newness of it. You know when you buy a pair of sneaks, if you bought a pair of sneaks and they had old shoestrings in it, you're going to be like, what is going on here? Even though the shoes might be brand new, the soles might be brand new. But if it got old shoestrings in it, it's going to take away from the newness.
Right.
Even if you can go down to, the insole, or if the sole got dirt on it, or it's a new shoe, but it got a scuff on it.
Right.
You know, you be in Foot Locker, you'll go up to the referee. You'll go up to the referee and be like, yo, this new shoe got a scuff on it.
Damn right.
You'll point out that scuff quick. Like, let me get a discount or something, you know what I mean? Maybe, or I can't get these, you know what I mean? Because they got a scuff on it because it takes away from the newness of it, right? Go ahead.
And the rent is made worse.
Mm-hmm.
Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved.
There you go.
I'm gone.
That's what you got to do. That's how you get preserved in this truth. You can't look at it because what'll happen is, man, it's so many sisters come through here, man.
Right.
So many yapas. God, dog. So it's like, damn. It's like so many yapas, so many this, so many that. It's like, damn, man. You're here today, gone tomorrow. See you at one Passover, don't see you at the other Passover.
Good night.
So many beautiful daughters of Zion just can't tough it out. You just can't tough it out. Why? Because you were trying to put new wine into old bottles. That's what you was trying to do. Yeah, you on the ban list. Right? Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
And like, it's so heavy what you bringing out, because even when you was talking about how, when I was talking to my mom, you know what I mean? And she was saying, you know, you change and things like that. And I was like, you stay the same. It's because you old bottle. You already filled up with what this world has taught you about everything.
That's me.
What this world has taught you about everything. You know what I mean? And because of that, you can't let that go. You can't empty out yourself and take in this new information. You know what I mean? And because of that, when I come to you and I tell you something about, you know, Christ didn't die for everybody, or I come telling you something about multiple wives or anything like that, you can't accept that. And you will go nuts. You start going crazy. You start calling me all types of names. You literally will break.
Right. So it's like, whatever reason you chose to come here. Now, if you a sister and you chose to come in here to get a man, a good man, a God-fearing man, ain't that what sisters be saying? Right? When you in the world, right?
I want a righteous man.
Right, I want a righteous man. Right. I want a God-fearing man. Whatever, if that's your reason for coming in the truth, then when you get that man, hold on to him.
That's right.
And let that be your rock in the truth.
That's right.
Don't get in the truth and be like, I hate this nigga. I got him, right? The Lord gave you what you want. Right. That's the thing. The Lord will give you what you want. You just gotta understand that he gave it to you because you wanted it. That's right. You can't be mad now that you get it. You like now you like, man, I want this nigga. Sorry y'all for my language, right? I want this dude. And you get him. Right. You go through all the channels, right? It comes to me, and I take it to General Shalmar, right? And it gets there, and then you don't want him no more. You got what you wanted. But if that's why you came, I'm not saying that that's what this sister's reason for being in the truth, but whatever your reason is for being in the truth, hang on to that. And that's what'll keep you grounded in the truth. Right. That's what'll help you make like good decisions. You know, like really, it's kind of like you got to be able to handle yourself to make good decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, what keeps me in the truth is loyalty.
That's right.
You know, like friendship, you know, like real friendship. You know, that's the bond that I have in the truth, right? That's what keeps me here. That's what keeps me motivated every day. And that's what keeps me going. It's kind of like, you know, that thing that, you know, that I never was able to have, you know, like, cause you know, when you live a life like we live, like everybody live, there ain't nothing special about the life that I lived growing up, but you know, the life that we all live where you couldn't be like loyal to people in the world because people would take your loyalty and, you know, and take advantage of it. Y'all remember that song with Captain Akai when he says "Rebel Without a Cause"? He said that that's the song is about him being loyal to people that took advantage of him. You know what I'm saying? Where he gave them that loyalty, but they didn't have his best. They didn't have his best interests. You know what I mean? At heart. And so he finally found something to where that he could, you know what I mean, dedicate himself to that did show him love back. And that's what you can get here if you're willing to apply yourself to do it. You know what I mean? It's not really rocket science. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to have bad days. If every day was a good day, no shit, you would be here every day. You know what I mean? Like everybody would be here. Like if every day was a good day, you'll just be here. But remember, there's going to be days where it might be a little harder to get through or whatever. I get checked now nationwide. I don't get checked just by the brother that's in my zone. I get checked by brothers in DC, California, brothers. I'm shooting for all 50 states. but I get checked through calls, emails. I get checked through what's that? Messenger. Hey. I get checked through all that. Right. So you know what I'm talking about, right? Were you in groups, right? So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So those things that you go through, that pain that you go through, is going to make you a better person. Remember with Christ, the Lord said that He's going to make a man find gold. He bring you through the furnace. You're not fine gold as soon as you come into the truth. You think, what? Yeah, I'm gold. I've decided to come to class every week. No, you ain't gold. That take time, man. You know what I'm saying? It take time, but you also got to put a concerted effort to achieve the goal. You can't just be like, Salakia. You don't want to be the Salakia sister. You don't want to be the Salakia brother either. Right. Man, hey, sis, man, you're not supposed to be doing that. Salakia. Brother, you're not supposed to be doing that. Salakia. Hey, yo, we were supposed to start at this time. Salakia. Hey, brother, man, you're not supposed to be, you got to make sure you checking in for camp. Salakia. See what I'm saying? You don't want to be the Salakia brother. You don't want to be the Salakia sister. You don't want to, sis, man, you got to talk, man. You can't be talking about this sister. You can't be doing that behind her back. Salakia. You don't want to be like that because that's like, okay, eventually at some point you got to be like, okay, all right, now I'm in this position. I'm in this situation again. And I'm going to make the right decision now that I'm in this decision, in this particular situation. It's kind of like eventually you'll know when the test come. You know what I'm talking about? The test come. I can see it. A lot of times I can feel it. Sometimes, Satan will leave you alone for a couple of days. He won't torment you every day. You know what I'm saying? He'll leave you alone for a few days and, the demons won't be attacking your mind for a few days, but then they coming, boom, just like that. They coming. And something's going to come up, some sort of situation, and you're going to have to be able to handle the situation the right way. Other than that, you keep falling every single time you get tested, man. You just like the goddamn the three little pigs that the three little pigs that built their house up and the wolf came and blew it down every damn time. That's how you gonna be. Go ahead.
So like everybody put me on the mindset. What scripture? Let me see. No,
he gave him the Bible.
I thought he was about to...
It put me in the mindset of, you know how I say, like, once you clean house, like, once you get rid of that demon, like, when he come back sevenfold.
Yeah, let's pull that. That's in Matthew 10, right?
So, you might, like you was just saying, Satan might leave you alone for a while. You think you got everything beat, but then, when your vice comes back up or whatever you're dealing with comes back up, it'll be that much harder to actually beat it or deal with it that time because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The demon come back harder.
Everybody fighting, man. The truth ain't about you. The truth is not about you. And a lot of times people get that mistaken. They come into the truth and they think that it's about you. Like, the truth ain't about you, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not about you. It's not none of that. Nobody owes you anything. And if you could understand that nobody owes you nothing, then you'll be able to, have more of a peace of mind. You know what I mean? Knowing that, like nobody owe me nothing. A brother, what did he say? I remember the general was saying a brother was like, nobody came to see my mom while she was in the hospital. The hell? Did you tell any brothers that your mom was in the hospital? Salaki, I didn't. So how the hell you gonna talk about we ain't got no brotherhood because ain't nobody came and saw your mom in the hospital, right? Maybe you don't got no brotherhood. And the reason that, and because we don't have brotherhood, like I always say, and because we don't have no brotherhood, like a lot of these brothers say, right? We don't got no brotherhood. Well, then maybe you could teach us some. Right. You know, maybe you could teach us something, but you can't teach us no brotherhood because you left. Right. You left the school. So maybe you don't got no brotherhood and you just trying to project that we don't have no brotherhood because you don't have none. Same thing with the sisters. Same thing. Y'all ain't got no brother. Y'all ain't got no sisterhood in there. Well, then why don't you stay and teach us something? Teach the sisters something. But you won't, because really at the end of the day, you really not really concerned about sisterhood or none of that. It just sounds good because it's Bible. You know, it's the Bible, right? You know, just because you can quote a scripture about something doesn't mean that you really, really internalize it, you know what I mean, in any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You just saying it because you heard a couple of scriptures and you know, that's what it boils down to anyway. You really don't want to be here and you just looking for suicide by brotherhood or suicide by sisterhood, right? You want to get killed off from the truth. You don't want to really be here. So, you know, just like the people who don't want to live anymore. So instead of them just killing themselves and just leaving, you know, just killing yourself and leaving this planet, you want the cops to do it. Yeah, you want the cops to do it. So you go and hold up. So you hold up a bank or you hold up, you take a hostage because you want the cops to kill you because you're not man enough to do it yourself, to kill your own damn self. So a lot of people, what they'll try to do is they'll try to do the sneaky way and try to figure out a way to backhand you getting out the truth. A sneaky, underhanded way to get out the truth. But we see you. We see you. We see you. You ain't slick. You want suicide by the generals. You want suicide by the sisterhood. Right? Come on now. Let's be straight up. We in Purim, right? Right. Yeah. Let's be straight up. Let's just really get it out there. That's really boils down to. So instead of you just saying, all right, I'm done with it and I ain't doing it. And I'm done with it, and to hell with this gift that the Lord gave me. The hell with it. You'll make up something in your mind to just justify it, because that seems better, with the decision that you made, because you know that that's a bad decision to make, to leave the truth when the Lord gave you a great gift for you to really see the world from His perspective. That's a whole different perspective. You know what I mean? You know how, like, when you see the world from the Lord's perspective, it messes with you a lot, because you're like, why do they do that? Why are they doing that? Why are they doing this? Why are they still celebrating Valentine's Day? Why are they, it puts you in that type of, that type of thing. It's a scripture I wanted you to bring out too at the Matala Pod Drop. It's Salakia. I'll bring it out real quick. This damn. Oh, that you had Matala Pod. You had what was that one the one you had, right? Wait a minute, you had it? All right, no sweat. I'm gonna find that one that I wanted to get for everybody.
This the book of Matthew.
Could somebody check their Facebook? Is it all right on Facebook?
Kamakan, sir. Yeah, I had it up.
All right, it's still up? Y'all can hear me? Okay, no sweat. All right. What's I saying? Oh man, I don't want to forget the scripture. I forgot the scripture. All right. No sweat. Go ahead.
Okay. This is Matthew chapter 12 and verse 45. Then goeth he.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Then goeth he and taketh with himself.
Go up. A couple of verses.
So start at 43. Mm-hmm. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none.
Right. That's the demon. The demon is like this now. He can't, the demon don't know where to go, because now you don't do the things that you was doing before. And so now, the demon is out. He don't have a safe place to go, because that house is clean now. Right? But go ahead.
Then he saith, I will return into my house from where I came out.
That's the demon. Now the demon is more determined to get you again, because you cast that demon out. You know what I mean? Through the Spirit of the Lord. So now that you cast that demon out, now the demon want to get back in you by any means necessary. Whatever way it gotta be, whatever way Satan has set it up, right? Satan could set it up in many different ways to get you. Remember, Satan been with us for hundreds of years, thousands of years. Satan's been with us, right? So you're not playing with you know, somebody you just met,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Through lifetime, Satan's been here.
That's right.
You know, whatever way we were in our previous lives, you know, Satan was right there. You know, so we've all experienced it, and we've always experienced this temptation. But you got to remember that Satan knows exactly how to really underhand you and undermine you. You know what I mean? Your better judgment. So when you make the better judgment to say, okay, I'm going to not do this, right? I'm not going to have this demon of jealousy. Right. Or I'm not going to have that demon where I'm going to, you know, hate my brother or be envious or try to do wrong to somebody. And then, yeah, that's fine. You can get rid of that demon. But then that demon is always going to be fighting to come back. Right. So you got to make those decisions. Like when you come into those types of conversations and those types of arguments and things like that you might have along the way. And those things are going to be the telltale of how you're going to be able to react to the situation. So a lot of people, what they end up doing is they end up falling. You end up falling, and you know better than to be talking about sisters behind their back, but you do it. But you do it anyway. Go ahead.
Go
ahead and tell the pie.
If I could.
You got the mic.
It's crazy that the demon said, the demon was like, he was walking around, right? He was walking around for a while. Then he like, man, I'm going back home. And so for the demon to make that statement, he figures that, oh, I could beat this Negro. Like, I think I can take him. You know, I'm going back home. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that he could do. Like, that demon is making a bold statement at this point. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going home.
Right.
I said, I'm tired of walking. My feet hurt. My feet hurting. Time to go back home.
Right, exactly. Go ahead, Isaiah Ward. Go ahead, talking to the mic. Could you check the volume, please? I don't know why. I don't have my, you know what, it feels weird because I don't have my headphones on. I used to monitoring it so I could hear it, but, you know, I can't have my headphones on right now. So I just wanted to make sure everybody could hear it and it was all good. Okay, you got it, Warrior.
So like, if I make sure, it just kind of remind me, like when I first came into this truth, you know what I mean? Don't play around with those things that may have had a hold on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you were smoking weed in the world, you know what I'm saying, and you come into this truth, yeah, you might right away let that weed go, but then don't test it. You know what I mean? Don't go around your friends that do it, you know what I'm saying? Because you might fall. That demon might be stronger than you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to abstain from that. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no sense of going around these brothers and stuff like that. If they're going to continue that. And to me, it looks like disrespect if they know who I am now and they still want to say, oh, you know, well, I'm going to smoke around you. Well, then, you know, you ain't my brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be around you if that's the case. Right. You know what I mean? So that whole thing, as far as this spirit, this demon, he definitely going to come around because he knows you. He's been around you. You know what I mean? Like you said, he's been around here since been pimping. Right. You know what I mean? So he knows what your weakness is. He's going to definitely try your spirit, and you got to be willing to abstain from it.
Right. Exactly. Because if not, you're gonna get got. So somebody was still reading? Salaki. Oh, you go on the mic? Yeah, just so everybody can hear you.
Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished.
Right. That's when you fighting. You know what I mean? That's when you're fighting. You doing what you're supposed to do. You're making those right decisions so that, you know, the demon can't get you again.
Right.
Right. You know, I've had, you know, drug issues and stuff like that when I was in the world, you know, and I don't have those same, you know, drug issues that I had. I'm not saying that, you know, for the first few years when I was in the truth, that those things wasn't hitting me hardest. Right. You know, and you know, those types of things, you know, you deal with. Right. Right. It's pain. It comes with pain, you know. a person, the reason why a person is, they say, well, it's just one day at a time. One day at a time. An addict will always say that. Right. It's just one day at a time. One day at a time. I've been 10 years clean. One day at a time. It's because they know that demon could come back any day. They know it. Like, you know what I mean? They're trying to fight it without the Lord. Right. You know what I mean? But and that's why they got to say, just one day at a time. One day at a time. I got to stay away from the triggers. I got to, you know what I mean? And that's because they know that demon can come back at any time and they can relapse. Right. Right? But like in the truth, it's kind of like, okay, nah, we take it one day at a time, but at the same time, we don't focus on taking it one day at a time. Right. Nah, you gonna get rid of this. You know what I mean? Like, imagine that. You talk to a brother, he's like, I'm just taking it one day at a time. Like one day at a time. What? One day at a time. Yeah, he ain't coming back. Yeah, you ain't coming back. We know you ain't coming back. One day at a time. I'm gonna just take it one day at a time. Nah, you don't want to be that, brother. Right? Because you got the Lord with you. That's right. They doing it in the world in rehab without the Lord. Right. And they just, they're watching it. They watching triggers. They watching everything. So they do not relapse. You know what I mean? But in the truth, you can live life here. You know what I'm saying? You can live life and not have to worry about that. Right. You know what I mean? Long as you just get your foot grounded. That's really what the main thing is. Just to get a good footing in the truth. Right? Maybe if you got maybe you might have too much time on your hands if you're thinking about it too much. Right. If you're thinking about the truth too hard. The truth is like a lifestyle. When you go work out, you work out as a drive a car? Oh, yeah, of course he do. But yeah, that's right. He played basketball. I forgot. Salaki. But right, in Mataza Pod workout. That is okay. When you go to work out, it's not really like you really working out. It's like a lifestyle. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, it's just like I'm getting here. I'm gonna get this work. You know what I'm saying? And you like, well, and then after that, it's like, all right, I'm gonna go home and get take a shower. It's just like part of your lifestyle. Right. You don't want to think about the truth like, oh, I'm in the truth. Okay, I'm just gonna take it one day at a time. I'm in the truth. See, they said something. Okay. How am I supposed to react to it? You know what I mean? Right. I'm in the truth. Okay. I'm gonna walk down the street to the store. I'm in the truth. You don't want to live like that. You don't want to, it doesn't have to be that difficult. Just be in the truth, man. Right. Be in the truth. That's all you got to do. Is just follow rules, follow what's been taught to you and retain it. Don't just be like, the cat that just don't retain nothing. You just always come to class without a notepad. We did that. I did that in school. I used to always copy off my Tyler Pie. I ain't bring nothing to work, nothing to school. It's just. He used to let me copy off him too. Yeah. But you get my point. It's not hard to be in the truth. It's really not. It's just all in your head. That's why you make it so hard. You make it complicated. Something that's so easy. You don't have to get checked all the time. Check-ins are for when you make mistakes, but you don't have to get checked all the time. You really don't. You don't have to get checked all the time. You don't have to always try to figure out like, what I got to do now? What I got to do now? It's really not. It's really just a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle where we go to class, we eat, we drink, we go to the club. Simple as that. We go out. Yeah, you go to camp. You refill. We hang around. We have drinks. We enjoy each other's company. That's right. There's nothing hard about that. What's hard about that? Right. And in the middle of that, you got to take a break to do some work. Right. That's it. You don't do the work right, you get checked on it. Right. You don't do something right, you get checked on it. That's it. It's not like a hard thing. Like this is like rocket science. You know what I mean? Nah, it's not none of that. You just love your sister, love your brothers, and get the hell on with life, man. You know what I mean? Right. Get on with it. You don't have that many problems at work. Why? Why you don't have that many problems at work? Because the white man gonna get rid of you. Right. If you got too many problems at work. So what do? You wake up, you wake up against your will against your will, you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Damn right.
5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Some people are hardcore. 4.
Right.
You wake up 3.
2:30.
That is unhuman. 2 o'clock, that's not even human.
Right.
But you getting up at that time and you getting in there on that clock, because if you don't, you know what that oppressor gonna do to you. He gonna say, you know what, this ain't working. You know, this how I know my supervisor got something crazy to say to me. He be like, come to my office real quick. I'm like, what's up? You know what I mean? He was like, go ahead and close the door. I'm like, what's up? He like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know, I got to give you a review or something, like, it's always something, you know what I'm saying? Like when it is something, you can tell when it's something, you know what I mean? And a lot of that times I gotta, I prove myself, that I'm right, but nobody wants to, hear it or whatever. But, the job ain't complicated, right? Because you know that if it is complicated, you're not going to work there no more. So you don't have to, just like you can create an atmosphere for your slavery that's not, too complicated, where you could work it every day and get paid, get your bread, and live your life on the weekend or whatever day you got off. It's the same way with the truth, man. You can live life in the truth, and they ain't got to be complicated. Gotta be none of that. We have a food program. Look, I'm bringing this. I'm not, that's it. Bringing this, I'm gonna show up. We're gonna get the food out, and I'm gonna go home. And I'm gonna go, have some drinks with the sisters, have some drinks with the brothers, enjoy everybody, and then we going home. Done. Next. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go to class on Tuesday. We're gonna sit around, we're gonna eat some food, we're gonna drink some liquor, we're gonna listen to the class, and we're gonna go home. Next. Right? Oh, what's next? Oh, okay. So what's gonna happen next is a brother he wanna have a game night at the school. Everybody invited. We're gonna have some drinks. We're gonna play these games, and then we're gonna go home. Next. That's it. It's not hard. That's it. Somebody come at you with something crazy, you check them on it. That's it. Don't let nobody feel like they could do anything around you either. That's whack. If somebody feel like they could do anything around you, then they think that you're weak. That demon that's in them see that the weakness in you. That's why they can do anything in front of you. If you think about it like this, would you do it in front of Commander John Yohana? Right. No. Whatever you thinking that, even whatever somebody is coming to do something in front of you, they wouldn't do it in front of Commander John Yohana. Why are they doing it in front of you? They're doing it in front of you because their demon that's in them see the weakness in you. Right. And y'all demons like each other. Y'all demons are compatible with each other. And eventually it's going to come out. This is going to happen. If you're a brother, if a brother feel like he could do anything around you, then that's not brotherhood at all. Right. So you want to always be on watch out for that. And always, if you see something, you check it. You know what I mean? Even if you're a lower ranking officer, y'all in Hebrew Academy, y'all know how to handle all of that. You know what I'm saying? You handle it. You don't just let it go. Because what happens then when you keep secrets, you're making a pact with Satan.
Right.
That's what happens. You're making a pact with Satan. And now when things happen in your life, right, you're going to think that you're unworthy to get them when you get praise. Like when you get praise from the brothers or praise from the sisters, that'll always be in the back of your head that you're not worthy of it because you made a pact with Satan and you didn't even understand it and realize it. So when we say, oh man, sis, you doing this, you doing all these wonderful things, sis, oh man, you're just a wonderful sister in the school, you a pillar in this truth, blah, blah, blah. And you really on the flip side of that doing something underhanded, this is gonna make you feel like weird. You know what I'm saying? Because you made that pact, you got a secret. You know what I'm saying? And that secret is always gonna make you feel like you shouldn't get the good things that other people see and want to give you. So you definitely got to be the type of sister or the type of brother that, don't make those kind of pacts. You know what I'm saying? All right. Was there any more on that, Warrior?
That was going into 45.
Go ahead. Any more on it?
It's Colonel Khan, sir.
Uh-huh.
This is Matthew chapter 12 and verse 45.
Uh-huh.
Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself.
Right. 7 more. Now it's harder for you to kick that weed habit. It's harder now because you got yourself clean, but you went back to it. You think if somebody's in here in the truth and then you go back in the world, you're gonna get it right? You're gonna keep it right for the rest of your life? No, you're not. You're gonna be out there. You're gonna be like, man, the first thing I'm doing is getting a white woman. Go ahead, because that's like that's a what's that word called? That's like you're gonna find a way to love white people. When you leave the truth, that's like that comes along with it. That's like by default. That's what's gonna happen. If you a brother, the default is that you're gonna find a way to make Gentiles everybody.
Right.
You're gonna find a way to love the oppressor. If you a sister in the school, you're gonna find a way to get back in with your homegirls. You're gonna find a way to smoke weed again, and you're just gonna find a way just to get right back in like nothing ever happened, and you just never watch the videos again, or maybe you'll watch the videos, or maybe you'll see like a new Passover coming up, and you just look at it and be like, you just be like, keep on moving. Don't even worry about it no more. Because you didn't convince yourself that we the ones without brotherhood and everybody else is wrong except you. Never you. Right? You want to say something?
Kind of a concert. It's like that, and they waiting on it. Like when I look at this scripture, I think about the people that I left in the world. You know what I mean? They waiting on you to turn and say, you know what, UPK wasn't right. And they're going to say, see, I told you. And then they want you to join in with them and living in that world.
Right.
Your woman is waiting for you to turn and say, you know what? It ain't that. See, we ain't even got to do all that. See, I told you. Because they say little things like, I'm just waiting for you to see, as if they know better than we know. You know what I'm saying?
But then check this out though. This will even be the bigger kicker. If you a brother in the truth and you got a sister in here, and then you lead the truth and your sister and the sister stays.
Damn, good night.
you like, come on, baby. It ain't working out. She gotta be like, well, Salakia, I'm still gonna go to class. You see what I'm saying? Right. Now you sitting home by yourself, right? And your rib still coming to class every night.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta that's even worse.
That's hard.
Like, yeah, I'm going to the Passover. Like,
damn.
That's all you gonna say. Yeah. You ain't got nothing else to say. Because you didn't mess up. Right? It was a scripture I had. I can't even think of the scripture now. The old wine and new bottles. It'll come back to me, Salakia. But like my point, man, like, and that's the point where like Queen Esther and different things like that. The thing with that is like, we gotta get to a point where we can be able to celebrate these things, celebrate wonderful sisters in the truth. Like what's her name, Deborah? Slaki, I could be saying that wrong. Deborah, all kinds of sisters that's in the truth that was in the scriptures that got stories that we read about them. But you'll never be able to see if you're going to have. If you're going to be the one that has that story, a story about how you uplifted the brothers or whatever, because really all you concerned with is teaching. you don't care about nothing. You don't want to get no program. You don't want to. You think of how much stuff that sisters can do in this truth. Think of that. I was thinking about that on the way here. Matter of fact, like look at what we really could do if you just put your mind to it, but you don't do nothing. So since you don't do anything, your mind is occupied with BS. Think about a sister, right? A sister can get in the kingdom of heaven just by cooking. You get the king. Think about that for a second. You get the kingdom of heaven with all the glory. You know what I mean? All the glory. The kingdom of heaven. Ruling because you got a husband that's by power in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to be in a spot in the kingdom of heaven. All you got to do is cook spaghetti, cook some baked beans with the spices, with the honeys and all that. You can get to the kingdom of heaven. The men, we gotta fight. We gotta go out there and put our lives on the line and preach to crackheads and bums. Heroin addicts, drug dealers, we got to put our life on the line to get to the kingdom of heaven. Right. So really, look, all you got to do is just Take it easy. That's it. Take it easy, man. You got an issue, it ain't that big, because everything that is going on with this truth is bigger than what you talking about. Right. It's bigger than what you talking about. You think that if Christ was here right now, he would give a damn about, your man, not coming home on time? The hell you worrying about that? Right. About to go to war. Nobody care about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger than that. It's like, you remember what they used to say? Bow down to something greater than yourself. That's all you gotta do. You gotta be able to be like, okay, this is the goal. The goal is to get us out of white supremacy. That's right. That's it. Otherwise, what the hell? We're gonna be stuck here chasing after women, chasing after their man. I know he cheating. Well, let me check his phone. And we still gonna be under the oppressor. And the oppressor ruling this place, ruling. His woman is ruling. And we ruling. He's just ruling year after year, killing people, shooting people unarmed by the police. We marching, praying, chasing after the man, chasing after everybody, arguing amongst each other, fighting each other, arguing. He's still ruling until the end of time. You see how small that is? And that's what he wants. He wants us to keep on being dysfunctional. And the more we dysfunctional, the more the Asians is like, yeah, you dysfunctional, cool. Guess what? They got an open market. Come on, y'all. The market is open. Come on. Everybody come here from Syria, Afghanistan, all nations around the earth. Come to the black community. Because these people are stupid. These people are dumb. These people are maladjusted because they worrying about the small things that don't mean anything. They're not concerned with power. They're not concerned with anything that got anything to do with being serious. You know what I mean? And we're the biggest individuals ever. We the biggest individuals ever. Individuals. We just want to be individuals. Like that's what the Black Panthers fought for. That's what the civil rights movement fought for. They fought for us to be individuals and not have to be forced to be with black people. That's what it is. I want to be an individual. I just got to be by myself. I do not want to be put in a box where I got to be with black people. You see what I'm saying? And since we fight for that, everybody looks at that and say, you know what? These people are just so out of touch with reality. We can just go take everything from them and we can just live off them and just live, to the end of time off of our dysfunction. Until we get it right, we're never going to be able to rule. Ever. No. You think right now is the time? Hey, can you see me one more time? See me again? Yeah, that's right. The water. That's what is gonna happen. That's what it is, man. It's weird, man. It's just so weird. That's good. The water. I appreciate that. What you say? Yeah, he's. Let me see. Who we got in here? All right, we got Coco Puffy Head. What up, Coco Puffy Head? Antoine Carter. All right, Antoine Carter. Thushium, Selfish. Okay, Thushium. Who else? Parash here? No, I said Tamika. Terrence. Cause the war. All right, y'all with me, right? Y'all with me? Oh yeah, y'all with me? All right. This is what the truth is about. The truth is about being able to make the right decisions when the Salak, I lost my train of thought. Being in the truth is being able to make the right decision when the problem presents itself, right? For you to make that right decision. But if you keep on, not internalizing the things that you're learning in here, then you just come into class. Right. That's really what it is. Like, think of that. Like, okay, when I came into the school, my objective was to get better over time. Like, you get better, you get better and better and better. You know what I'm saying? To a point where you're operating where certain things ain't really an issue anymore. But it doesn't mean that, the fight is over. Remember, the Lord likes conflict. The Lord want to see you fight for something. The Lord, if the Lord didn't like conflict, everybody would just believe the Lord and it would be done. We'd be done with that. We won't have no more debates. We don't need to have no more debates about what? Huh?
It'd be Christianity. Right,
it'd be Christianity. So the Lord the Lord is a man of war. So the Lord wants, conflict. You just gotta be the man or a woman that's willing to be able to fight for it. Fight for something that's worth having. Like I said before, the truth is not a hard thing. It's easy. It really is. It's not hard at all. And when you have that understanding of that, the years will pass by. You won't be checking it like, I've been in here. Let me see. I've been in here. No, that's what you say. I've been in here. I've been here 1 year, 6 months, 2 hours, and 13 minutes. Right. Then you start looking at it like that. Like, you start looking at it, when it says like it's like a slavery. Right? Okay. All right. I cannot think of this scripture that I wanted. So what I'll do is I'll go to a scripture. All right. All right. Let me go to this one scripture. All right. Give a Valentine's Day scripture. All right. I'm going to give y'all a Valentine's Day scripture. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second. Y'all gonna like this one. Proverbs 21:9. Because with this whole Valentine's Day thing, I'm just waiting on the videos to come out on World Star. I'm just waiting on them. Go ahead. You got it.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
No, you got the mic?
Yeah, the video's already out, sir. I seen the video of this guy. He had like a baseball bat destroying everything in his house because he said that his rib was cheating on him.
Yeah.
He walked in and his rib was cheating on him.
That's a horrible thing, man. Go ahead.
I seen the video today. There was a dude walking with a flame shooter. He had a flamethrower in the hood. And dude was like, he got a flamethrower, and he was running down the street and he was chasing the ball. I guess he was messing with his woman, but he was chasing the ball down the street with a flamethrower.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Them videos is definitely out, sir.
Damn. Oh, all right. Could somebody read that? What's that? That's crazy. The flamethrower in the hood?
In the hood.
Damn. Leave that brother alone. It's 21 and
9.
Yeah, 21 and 9.
Khan. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 9. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. Good night.
Go ahead. 21 and 9. It's better to be in a corner, in that one little corner of the house, man, to be fighting with a woman in a real big house. Because, this is the spirit of Valentine's Day.
Damn right.
Spirit of Valentine's Day. You notice that every so many months we get another holiday. It's like the system is dedicated to making us be dysfunctional. And guess what's coming up after this? St. Patrick's Day. Right after this, St. Patrick's Day, green. You're gonna see a bunch of Negroes walking around with green on like they Irish. That's what's gonna happen. And yeah, you might really be the Irish, right? Right, the real Irish, right? But you're not the Irish that you celebrating in the bar. Right. You're not that kind of Irish. You know what I mean? that's the Irish that threw you out of Ireland. You know, and so, you know, and it's like every so many months we got a time to totally just degrade ourselves, you know, in front of everybody. Right? Because what happens now is Valentine's Day, right? Then it's St. Patrick's Day. Right after St. Patrick's Day, what? March, April, May, June. Oh, that's when we get to act like American. And July 4th, and we get to celebrate America's independence from Great Britain. From Great Britain. You was on the plantation in 1776. Right. But you out there popping firecrackers. I used to be out there real stupid. I used to be out there stupid as hell, popping firecrackers, you know, celebrating the independence of America when it didn't have nothing to do with me. That's the brother that don't know anything. Go ahead.
Like, if I may, you will make sure that you got that red, white, and blue on as well. I know I did. Make sure it was fresh too.
That's right. I think Mataza Pa had the Air Ones. He had the flag Air Ones. Yeah, he had the flag Air Ones. And I was like, damn. I was like, you know, I'm in the world too. I'm like, man, them joints is fresh, man. You know, he wore them on July 4th. You know, you wear them one time a year. You only can wear them one day. One day. You're going to wear them joints one day. Any more on that, Warrior?
I don't think so, sir. But you want me to read verse 10 just to...
Let me see. Let me read it.
The soul of the wicked desire of evil.
Okay, now that. Okay. Go ahead. 19? All right, let's go. What's up with 19?
Khan is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and an angry woman.
Right. I mean, you know, because women have a lot of power, man. And the reason that, you know, it's like, man, some of these situations is like, man, I'd just rather just be in the damn woods by myself than to have to deal with this woman because of this, you know, the hell that she's putting me through. You know, men aren't, you know, complicated. I know, like, I know a lot of women know that, but I mean, some women that don't understand that, it's like men are just really not that complicated. You know, I mean, we don't need like a bunch of stuff in the bathroom. All I need is a white toilet paper, and that's it. A toilet paper, toilet paper, and that's it. I don't need nothing else. I don't need no magazines. I don't need no, cause I got my phone. I don't need, you know, carpets and all that kind of stuff to make it all crazy. You know, men are just very simple. So, you know, a lot of times that's why you see scriptures like this, because it's like, man, I'd rather just be in the damn woods than deal with this woman and her nonsense. Go ahead. And Valentine's Day brings all of that out. Because Valentine's Day, it puts a microscope on your relationship, and it forces you to think about your relationship when really your relationship is good. Right? Your relationship is fine. Your relationship ain't bad because this brother don't come home with those stinking balloons. Right? Like what Taliban said, the balloon's so damn big, it just sit in the damn living room until it just lose all the air. And then you just throw it out eventually when you clean up the house at some point. Go ahead.
Coming into your house thinking it's an intruder. But man, it's another scripture. It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 16. And it says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Right. And then so many women be like, well, you know, why am I with this man? Yeah, you're with that man because you're wicked too. You basically attract what you are. Right. That's really what it is. You know, you attract what you are. The reason that you're with a wicked man is because you're a wicked woman. That's your portion. You know, and that's really how it goes. It's not. Remember what I was saying? This whole class is not rocket science. It's real simple. You attract what you are. You are what you eat. You ever heard that? You are what you eat. That's right. You are what you eat. Go ahead.
Sir, can I get a precept for what you just said?
Go ahead. You got it.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 3. A good wife is a good portion which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
Right. So women, but that's the thing though. When women get that good portion that they don't want that good portion, because that good portion is going to check you when you're doing something wrong. Mm-hmm. That good portion is going to not let you get away with everything that you think that you can get away with. Right? That's the thing. And that's what you're not going to like. A sister's not going to like that. She's not going to like a man that's going to be checking her on what she's doing and watching behind her moves and saying this and that. So yeah, you got that good portion. You wanted it. The Lord gave you that good portion, but you just didn't like the good portion telling you what you're supposed to be doing. So you're right. So you don't want that good portion. So guess what you do want? You want the bad portion that's going to let you do whatever the hell you want to do. And you're going to go follow that. You're going to leave the good portion, go get the bad portion. And then, you're going to be out and you're just going to be just in the streets and you're just going to be like, well, it's all over with because you made that decision. It's like, I realized this, man. I had to realize this in my life, right? And I'll just share this with y'all. I had to realize in my life, I got you, Matala Power. I look at like when I was like, when I got jobs and stuff like that I really wanted. I don't know if y'all been in that situation before. You're like, man, I want to get this job. This job seems like it's pretty dope. And you pray about it, and the Lord will give you the job. But then you get in the job, and after a while, you're like, man, I don't like this job. I hate this job. I want another job. You see what I'm saying? It's like, before going into it, it's what you wanted. And the Lord will give it to you. The Lord will give you what you wanted. But at the same time, it's like, you got to be able to understand that it's what you asked for. That's what you tend to forget about. You know what I mean? Like when I'm at my slavery, I'm like, damn, I'm in this slavery, man. Ah, man, I hate this job. I hate coming to work every day. But then sometimes you'll just realize it like, wait a minute, this is what I asked for. So this is what I asked for. It's not the supervisor's fault. He's just being a supervisor. You know what I mean? It's not nobody's fault that I got to come in here because this is what I wanted. Right. And when you understand that, then you're like, okay, it's not his fault. All right, so now I can move forward and I can get that out of my head. Like it's the supervisor's fault because he's telling you to go and do this or do that, And so we all these are the things that we got to like change in our mind, if we want to move forward as a people, because otherwise, man, the oppressor's sitting out there working, man. He working on our mind all day, every day, working on our minds, right? And as long as we're dysfunctional, everybody, you got a East Indian in New Delhi that's walking around in dirt with flip-flops on, with electrical wires running all up and down the streets. You know what I mean? No electricians, period. And they're going to come over here and be over top of you because you're dysfunctional, right? This is our portion in life. And until we make the Lord our portion, and that's really what the main focus is, right? If we keep worrying about the small things like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, right? If we worry about the small things in life, following behind, going through phones, stupid stuff that's going to keep us not focused, the white man's going to rule us for another 100 years, 200 years. The Lord could be like, let me give him some more time. Right. Hold on, let me check on them. They need more time. And we down here, we don't know, we can't see nothing. Because remember, we moving off of faith. We can't see nothing. We just, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. On Mars. 200 years, we're going to be on Mars saying Black Lives Matter to reptilians. They're going to be over top of us. No, it don't matter. If it's aliens out there, they're going to be over top of black people. We're gonna be working for aliens. We're whoever wins. Like if they talk about Russia going Ukraine and all that, if Russia wins against America, we're gonna be in slavery under Russians. Right. And they're not gonna have the Constitution to go, that we're gonna be able to resort to. Like, well, what about the Constitution? See, it says all man created equal. That's done. Russia's in charge now, so there ain't no more Constitution that you can go by. You a slave. You going to the gulag. You're going straight to the gulag. I'm talking about. You had wanted to say something, Slugger.
I was about to say, as far as the most, like when you was making the point about the Most High saying, maybe they need some more time. Maybe they need some more time. And most of us here will be like, at least from the so-called conscious community, they'll say, well, why the Lord, how can I follow a God that's going to treat me like this or let this happen or let that happen? Not knowing that, a lot of it is because of you.
Right, because
being so goddamn hard-headed.
Right. Okay, so if the Lord is going to start a new earth, he going to start it with niggas that want to be following Egypt. He gonna start it with people that want to be all in the LGBT. The Lord's going to start a new world with the LGBT. You think he going to start off from from the gate, out the gate, messed up? No, it's not going to happen like that. Right. So until we're in a position where we're fit to rule, then we're not going to rule. No, you're not going to rule. You think we're going to rule? The whole thing is to make us jealous. Remember that? It's in the scriptures. The Lord said the Lord wants to make us jealous with other nations. It works. It's working on me. You know what I mean? It's working on brothers. Obviously, it's working on all of us because we're sitting in this class right now. But that's the point. The Lord is making you jealous with these other nations. It's supposed to be making you jealous with these other nations. And every single year, every single few months, the Lord shows you, just like Amir Locke, the Lord shows you the racism. He shows you that you're supposed to be separating from the devil that the Bible speaks of. But what do? We figure out a way to love them because we don't see that we have a destiny without them. They're our destiny. Our destiny is predicated upon their destiny. And if their destiny is good, ours will be good. Remember how I said it before? It's like that woman, like a woman that wanted to marry a woman that wanted to marry a man back in the day in Victorian times. When she wanted to marry a man, she would do whatever she could do to marry him because she would understand that that's the way that she would get power, right? If you wanted prestige and you wanted power in Rome, a woman, all she had to do was just marry a man that had power and prestige, right? But the problem with that is if you don't bring nothing to the table, right, before you get married to this man that has prestige and power, if you don't bring nothing to the table, then your energy is going to be focused on seduction, right? So you're going to be combing your hair, making sure your body right. Got that BBL. Get those, breast implants. Get those, eyelashes nice. Get that hair done, right? Get all those things right so that you can seduce this man with power. And that's the black community. We're the woman with the BBL. We're the woman with the BBL, her hair done, her nails done, the eyelashes, right? Right? The tummy tuck, because we're trying to seduce this oppressor into power. We're trying to marry the oppressor into power. We're trying to figure out a way that we can get in, right, with him so that he'll marry us. And then that way we can get power through marriage. But we never, seem to think about what will happen if he decides to divorce us. Because if a woman gets with a man, right, for marriage, and he divorces her, what happens? She never had to do anything because he took care of everything. She never had to, she never had to work on her own because he took care of everything. So what happens? When a woman gets divorced that only went into a marriage just for what he had and the power that he had, then she's going to be left out high and dry with all the kids at the end of the marriage, right? That's how we going to be left because we're just trying to marry into power. And that's what we gotta understand and we gotta change. But we definitely not gonna change it with the leadership we got now, and we definitely not gonna change it by still celebrating holidays and still figuring out a way that we can live vicariously through the oppressor. Okay, Miriam, Bath, Yassakar. That's a hell of a name. I'll give you a bomb for that. The Con. All right, the Con. For Ryan. Yeah, that's right. All right, I think that's it. Hold on, let me see. Y'all got any questions? Get them in. Entertainment, FN. All right. Young man Steve.
Hey.
All right. We got something nice coming up for you, young man Steve. We got something in the works right now. Stay tuned. Stephanie Montana. Stephanie Montana.
Montana.
That's a hell of a name right there. All right. But all y'all brothers and sisters that's hanging on, remember, man, remember this. Y'all are the ones that are really taking that time out of your day to give it to dedicating yourself. I mean, y'all taking that time out to dedicate yourself to something that's greater than yourself. Something that will, instill those things in your mind so that when you get faced with these hard things in life, you'll be able to pass them with flying colors. You know what I'm saying? So remember that you're the real winner, because right now you could be on TikTok doing a dance challenge. Right. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, that's all I gotta say. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Bow, bow, bow. No. Y'all can be right now doing that, but you're not. You're here with us. So I'm gonna drop a bomb for all of y'all. Go ahead, Matata Bob.
I was about to say, and also the good thing about them being here is your kids is watching. That's right. So your kids is either watching you, go to class and change your life, or they watching you bomb. You know what I mean? And when they're making those videos, they got the kids walking behind them too. They got the kids. Little man. So the kids is either going to watch you serve the Lord, or the kids is going to watch you on TikTok and do stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying?
They don't even wait till the kids go to sleep no more. They just do it right there. You just got to be nasty. Go ahead.
On YouTube, Big Main said, "Will your lecture be on YouTube?"
Yeah. We put it on there. You know what? I'm gonna just probably I'm gonna put the link up. We'll probably do it on a channel that's not in danger of getting shut down. We'll probably put it on like Rude and Speech Media. But like leading up to it, what I'll do is I'm gonna put the link out there so that y'all can take it, because we're gonna be saying the W word a lot. We're gonna be saying the W word a lot. We're gonna be saying a lot of things like that. So if we try to put it on like a bigger channel, we risk getting a strike. Right. So we're gonna have it on YouTube, but it's not gonna be on a channel that we already got popping. You know what I mean? Because
Rude and Speech Media.
Yeah, Rude and Speech Media. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we too late in the game, but the next one we will. Yeah, we kind of late in the game for that. We like 2 weeks away. We 2 weeks out for the lecture. So if anybody got anything like they want to contribute to the lecture, or if you want to be a vendor or something like that, you can come. I don't give a damn what the hell you sell. You just sell socks. Just come. You know what I mean? Just pop out. You know what I mean? Just pop up, and you can sell those socks. And if y'all want to, contribute anything as far as like a food or drink or anything like that, then that's cool too. We accept all that. Go ahead, sis. What? No liquor?
So do you mean food like for us to eat, or food for them to buy?
Well, of course we're gonna have food for people to buy. But if you want to make some eggs, some you know what I mean, if you want to make some deviled eggs, that's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? that's totally Tawab, because remember, everything that anybody do is always going to be, everybody's going to benefit off of anyway. You know what I mean? Because like, okay, I say it like this, right? We're going to be selling food, but if you don't have no money for no food, we're going to make sure you eat food. You know what I mean? It's not really, at the end of the day, we selling tickets for donations, but it's not about the money. You know what I mean? What it's about for me and Mataza Pa is really just getting people in there in the seats. You know, we're not going to turn nobody away. If anybody comes to show up and they like, look, they looking like this, like, what y'all doing in there? You can come in. We're gonna search you, and you can come in and sit down. Go ahead.
So should I reach out to Parabol if I plan on bringing anything?
Yeah, you could do that. But you don't. You just bring whatever you want to bring. Bring whatever you want to bring. Yeah. The politics really don't matter. You know what I mean? It don't really matter. None of that matters. You want to BYOB, bring a bottle. The point is we got people that's in there sitting in the seats and learning, and you getting all this, it's just information. And like a lecture is not an easy thing to do. I mean, I'm realizing it myself. This lecture here is more of a challenge to me, I would say, because of just the content, the subject content. But the reason I say that is harder is because I did a lecture on abortion, and Mataza, you did one on what?
Oh, the king won't have it. Black supremacy.
Right. So the thing with this one is because the white supremacy is so prevalent, especially in today, where it's race is such a big issue. It's kind of like you want to make sure that you say everything right, and the time that you do have, you want to make sure that you get the things in so everybody can hear it. And it's kind of like you got 8 hours worth of material that you're trying to really condense down to 2 hours. So it is very, very difficult because everything I say, I want to be impactful. You know what I mean? Everything I say, I want it to be that hot line. You know what I mean? That 16, I wanted to be that hot line. You know what I'm saying? Everything I say. So that's the hard part of making it happen. But I tell you, you're going to get the same energy that we would give you at camp. You know what I mean? You're going to get that same energy. We're not going to switch it up because we're in a lecture series. I mean, a lecture, type of thing. I'm going to give you the same thing I would give at camp. And I'm gonna lay it all out on the line. Like I'm gonna give you everything I got, and I'm not gonna hold anything back. And really, before we even start, we're gonna give everybody a chance to just leave. If you're not ready to be offended, if you're not ready to face the truth about the oppressor, if you're still trying to figure out a way that you could salvage some piece of the oppressor to, make yourself feel good, then this lecture, we're gonna give you time to get out of it before we even start. All right. So let me see. All right, no sweat, big man. Drop you a bomb. All right, so young man Steve. All right, so young man Steve, you down in Camden, Delaware, right? You down in Camden, Delaware, and you have Isaiah War in Camden, Delaware. That's right. So y'all two brothers are two brothers in Camden, Delaware. So that's who you need to get up with right there. All right. Yeah, two brothers down there in Camden, Delaware. All right. So let me get one more scripture. Let me get another scripture. All right. I want it. Go ahead. What would you have? Go ahead and read it.
10 and 19. This is Romans chapter 10
and
verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
That is it? Okay. But I say, did not Israel know? First Moses saith, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people.
Right. The people that rule over us are not a people. They're the devil that the Bible speaks of. They're not a people. They have a culture, but they're not a people. Right? Their culture is death and destruction to anybody that's non-white. Right? Maybe one day we'll all understand that, but at this point we don't. You know how I know we don't understand it? Or you want the scripture? Where's that?
This is the book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 19.
Read it one more time, please.
But I say, did not Israel know? First Moses saith, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people, and by a foolish nation I will anger you.
That's right. Ain't you angry? You look at the people. How can you imagine a army full of LeBron Jameses? Kevin Garnett's, right. Kevin Durant's, tall brothers, brothers like Zarar Bakar, brothers like Isaiah Ward, Mataziala, a nation full of us. How are we able to be controlled the way we are controlled? How is that possible? How? When I'll be at work and they be like, oh man, we're gonna need 3 people to pick up this, we're gonna need 3 people to pick up this air conditioner. And I walk right over to the air conditioner and be like, pick it up and put it on the truck like Toby. Remember? Like what's my man name from Good Times and Roots? John Amos. Yeah, John. Remember how he picked up? Remember they was like, get somebody else to help you put this up on the truck. And he went up to it, picked that thing up, and put it on the truck by itself. Like, how can we be so strong, but we're able to be oppressed the way that we are? How? It would go ahead.
So like, if I may,
Mike.
It was a brother that was talking about the millions and billions that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like they was talking about how Jeff Bezos, he got $185 billion, and it's only 7-point-something billion people in the world. You know what I mean? Like if it was us, we would give that money to make sure that everybody's straight. But they just love just having everything. They greed.
Mm-hmm.
What was that last part? I think it said with a foolish nation.
It says, and by a foolish nation, I will anger you.
Right. And the people that are around us are foolish. Like Esau is very foolish. He gives himself like he's into every lust, you know what I mean? And then he's just naturally a dumb person. Like he doesn't use any common sense. They think they can crunch numbers and they think they can use data for every damn thing. Right. When some things is just common sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Even with your Moab and Ammon, all these different people, man, these are foolish. They're foolish people. The gods they serve is foolish. The year of the dragon, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? The year of the dragon. Right. And these are the people that will to take your nationality. These are the people that, you know what I mean? They'll serve you. They'll even serve your God before you do.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got a Korean Presbyterian church where at least they just they only know about white Jesus, but they even still trying to do that. You know what I mean?
Right. And the reality of it is, man, we're scared of white people. That's the reality of it is, you know what I mean? Our leadership is scared of Esau. We're afraid. Like, we're so afraid because, you know what? We're afraid to antagonize him to the point where he turns into the savage that he really is. And we just trying to figure out a way not to really antagonize him, but still get rights. But you'd be hard pressed to really get that because he's never going to, operate in a world that's equal. You's a goddamn fool. If you think he's going to pass over anything to black people, right. Black hands, he gonna say, here, you equal with me now. No, go ahead.
Last point. So what you just said, and you can see like the level of fear that we have.
You gotta talk to Mike.
The level of fear that we have of Esau, where we're not trying to piss him off, because you see like where, like say the cops, right? They'll mess with somebody. Like they'll mess with Jake, they'll mess with a black dude, and the black dude he'll try to fight a little bit, but the whole time he's saying, bro. Like, yeah, bro, I'm just standing here, bro. Why are you messing with me, bro? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. So he's trying to fight, or he's trying to go against the authority, right? Because he knows what the cops is doing is wrong, but he's still not trying to piss him off to the point where he throw him in the cuffs or, break his arm or shoot him or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Right. And because we understand what real power is, and we understand that we don't have none. That's why we can really, get loose with each other, because we don't really we understand that that's as far as you can really go is really with each other. You know what I mean? Because you're powerless in this society, and just the more we try to assimilate into this culture, and the more that we try to be equal in this culture, it just maintains, our inequality in this culture. because really we don't have any, you know? And because we don't have brotherhood, because we don't have none of that, we don't have culture. You know how I know we don't have culture? Because there was so many brothers on Facebook that was celebrating Valentine's Day. Brothers is in Airbnbs right now, still celebrating Valentine's Day. Brothers is, you know, in them good ones too, them good Airbnbs. You know, the ones with the, you know, the hot tub. They in there right now with their rib right now because, you know, with, you know, sleeping on the rug, the bearskin rug next to the fireplace.
A vacation.
Yeah, the vacation joint.
A vacation.
Yeah, a vacation. Yeah, they on a vacation right now, right? And because they want to just be equal.
Right.
But guess what? That money that you're spending is just money that you just, you know, squandering away because you could be really using that money for really what you could really use it for, you know, something that could really move you forward. But, you know, because we try to keep up, you know, that maintains our inequality. Go ahead.
Okay. I seen this one video. I seen another video where dude took his girl to McDonald's. Now this dude, mind you, he had a BMW. He got a nice crib. He got money. I guess they famous TikTokers. I don't know who they are, but evidently she threw a whole fit because he took her to a McDonald's. You know what I mean? And it's like, forget about everything else that I did for you. Forget about that you ain't got to work. You know what I mean? I provide for everything, but because I took you to McDonald's on your Valentine's Day, it's a big deal. Like, it's women right now that if they didn't get nothing coming to their office today, they forgot about everything that man did this whole entire time.
Okay. McDonald's. All right. Okay, McDonald's is a fast food. I don't know about y'all. I eat it fast, right? Fast, right? You eat it fast. Right. You go there and be like, look, let me get a Big Mac, you know, fries, a drink, and maybe some nuggets or something like that. Right. Fast. You eat it fast.
Right.
Now, taking your rib to McDonald's, maybe I would say, okay, maybe take her to, you know, Olive Garden or not Red Lobster, but like Olive Garden.
They're celebrating Valentine's Day. Out of nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so like.
No, but I'm saying if you're gonna take your rib out, damn, maybe you might want to. Okay, we talking about Valentine's Day sloggy.
Yeah, pink dress and everything.
So maybe you shouldn't go out to anywhere. You shouldn't go out to anywhere. But of course, we talking about people that's in the world. But wow, McDonald's. I think people be doing that stuff just to get a good video. Yeah, get a good video because
she was very upset about it. You know what I mean? But you know.
Yeah. So let's go to Ephesians 4:14. I'll go there, and we'll end it out there. Tamika Shanta. Okay, Tamika Shanta.
You can have more money to pay time to celebrate.
Damn right.
That's the one thing that nobody want to pay. You be like, what? You be like, what's up with ties? They be like, ooh. It's like you said something like, you know, you said something that was taboo,
right?
Like ties, like
right.
Yeah. So we should not be celebrating Valentine's Day. And what's that one that you had? What was it called? Ephesians 4:14, right?
All
right.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
That we henceforth be no more children.
That's the problem. We get real infantile.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We get real infantile. You know, because we just want to fall in love with the oppressor.
Right.
You know, like when we fall in love with the oppressor, it's like, well, I know I know they do me wrong. I know they treat me wrong. You know, like the woman that's with her man, with a man that, you know, he gets drunk and beat her.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, he's a good man long as he don't drink. You know, we get real infantile. Like we just, you know, all about love. It's like, oh, it's only so much love you can really get or give, right? I mean, really, what is that all about?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the civil rights movement just really just jacked us up to the point where, you know, we work against our own self-interest, really, you know, just to seek love from somebody. You know, so it's like whatever we do, we'll give up.
Right.
You know, but this is why, you know, we can't be the same that we've always been, like when we came into this truth. Go ahead, Matazza Pop.
You remember when remember that judge? I forgot the lady. I forgot all the people's names, but remember the white lady had went into the wrong compartment and killed the brother.
Botham John?
John.
Amber Geiger?
Yeah, and then remember the judge came down and was like, "This is the Bible I read every month.
Yeah.
The Bible, here go. Like you gave her your records, like you literally gave her your God, your everything, and brushed her hair. Like it's unheard of for a freaking judge to even come down off the. You up there for a reason, right?
Yeah.
You up there, and that's why, like you up there because that's why they call you the honorable, whatever, right? Right, let me see the mic. They call you the honorable, whatever. You know what I mean? Because you earned that title. And so when you come into the room, everybody has to stand up for you. Everybody stands up for you and everything like that. But she stood up for this damn Edomite and came down and brushed that hair and everything and gave her personal Bible. Right? That's horrible.
Because we're children. We get real infantile when it comes to the oppressor. You know, we turn into babies, you know, just looking for love and all of that thing, all those things. But check this out though. It's like, remember we can't put new wine in the old bottles.
Right.
We can't come into the truth and still try to be the same way you was before.
Right.
I know before I came into the truth, I was like, well, you know, I love all the cultures. Because all the cultures together, you know, it can make us have a more well-rounded, you know, society that we live in. And I used to really believe that, you know, until I got in here and I realized that, you know, because I feel that way, this is why I'm, you know, in a position that I'm in, you know. Didn't take me 1,000 scriptures. Don't be a sister that it takes 1,000 scriptures for you to get right. It should not take you 1,000 scriptures. I mean, really, like some sisters, you got to read the whole book of Exodus. So like you got to read the whole New Testament to the sister. Like,
read all the law.
Be like, you and you got to read the whole thing. You be like, and I am the root and offspring of Jesse.
Oh, shit.
If anybody goes against the commandments in this book, you got to read the whole Bible to the sister.
I'm at Revelations 18 now.
Man, you got to read Revelations, the last sentence for her to get right. Don't be the sister where we got to read the last sentence of the Bible for you to. If anybody, you know, changes anything in this book, right?
Amen.
His name will be taken out of the book of life.
Right.
The end. Like, you don't want to be that type of person. All right. Get it right now.
Cut him a cut.
Get it right. Don't waste time.
That's right.
Right. And you shouldn't have to take 1,000 scriptures. You hear already. You made the choice, right? You hear, you made the choice. Now just get on with the choice that you made. Right. Accept the choice that you made. Get it in your spirit. Accept it. Get it all in here, in your inward parts, and you'll be good to go.
My God. Yeah,
that's all you got to do. You hear already, right? You know when people call me? How many nuts call me? A brother called me, said he don't want to come to class because he feels like he's Jesus. And it would be a conflict of interest if he came to class. I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, we got classes all week, man. You come to class, you know, I go into, you know, I go into commercial mode. Like, yeah, we got classes all week from 7 to 9 p.m. Tuesday. You know, I go into commercial mode when you start talking stupid like that. He said he feel like he cries. He said, man, I never told nobody that before. I'm like,
really?
But then why are we still in captivity? I don't know. Maybe you just here, just hanging out with you in the hood hanging out. You ain't waiting on. You ain't doing what you're supposed to do.
He must be from Mississippi. Do you ever see that?
Man. Yo,
cross the
that's
line?
hilarious.
Yeah.
People called and said that they were Yahweh Shai. He must be original.
But somehow the oppressor's still ruling.
Yeah.
I think Yahushua coming back will be a more greater event than nothing. You know what I mean? Like a nothing event. You know what I mean? Like a nothing event where somebody call you and tell you,
I am him.
I am he. I am he.
I am he.
That's I think Christ deserves a more, a better entrance.
Yeah.
I mean, basketball players get that be like, and now, Kevin Durant. He comes in like this. He comes in like this. He high-fiving people. At least if he can get that, I'm for sure Christ can get better than that.
Outside doing a powder joint.
I'm sure Christ. LeBron James do the powder. I think Christ can get more than a phone call to say, "Yeah, I'm Jesus." I think he get a better introduction than that.
It's good.
All right. All right, Cocoa Puffy Head. You want about a phone call. You're right. He get more than a phone call. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it, man. Get yourself right, man. It don't really take much. Look at the truth like a lifestyle. It's not nothing that's to be, contended with. None of that. The truth is easy. You can do it. All you gotta do is stay down and give the truth your years. That's it. Give the truth your years. Give us your years. That's all it takes. I mean, what the hell? More is the truth really asking of you? Just stay down. Find that thing that's gonna get you, grounded in the truth. Get your feet all the way in the soil. You don't want to be that brother or that sister that's, wasn't really sown on good ground. If you a sister, cook.
That's right.
Right. You're going to get the kingdom of heaven by cooking spaghetti.
That's right.
Cook food. And you'll be all right. Right? The brothers going out. We got to go fight the war. Our fight is a little bit different from yours to get the kingdom of heaven. Just support us. Remember, the Lord said, as much as you have given on to my little ones, you have given on to me.
That's right.
That's what Christ said. So when you give to the brothers in the truth that has to go out and fight the war, you're giving into Christ. Because that's all we're doing out here by going out in the streets is we're trying to bring back Christ's kingdom. We're bringing it back one brother, one sister at a time. It's not hard. We can all do it. As long as we stay focused, we stay down and hold the line. And with that being said, man, I'm going to pass the class over to Precinct Officer Matazia.
ICPK security announcements. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a particular brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. Ma'ashra in the Hebrew means 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you belongs to the Lord. It's not yours. All right. Priest funds was a free will offering for the priests. Whatever amount you would like to donate, whatever size bottle you would like to donate, we will take it. Upcoming holy convocations, we have the Passover coming up. April 15th in Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Yeah, boy.
Get your travel arrangements, get everything prepared. You're late if you're just now doing it, but still do it. Get down there. This is mandatory. All Israel must be at the Passover. All right. And after that Passover, we have the Feast of Unleavened Bread the next day. And upcoming we have the food drive. We have a food drive this Saturday in Wilmington, starting at 1 o'clock. Starting at 1 o'clock, we have a hot food drive in Wilmington. If you would like to come out and help, come out and help. All right. We also have the lecture, "The State of White Supremacy," hosted by Officer Taziah Wan, Officer Mataza Pa, at February 26th at 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. All right, it's at 205 North Market Street, Wilmington, Delaware. All right, if you would like to sponsor someone, you can buy a ticket, donate money for a ticket, $20, and we'll happily accept.
Right.
Yep. And if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatam.
Yasmatah, Sar, which means to turn, sisters, Imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak,
Yahweh Shema Atam B'Hashem Yahushua.
Yasmatah, class dismissed. Hey, Tarak, you get the yeah, I get that permit.
This how you missed the alphabet.
Yeah, we're gonna work as a team.